People talk about love as if it's this tangible thing, as if it's a reachable goal. You know, Salem, one day you'll find love and it'll be stupendously marvelous. But like, where? I just keep getting hung up on that logistical nightmare while I have to hike to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, or...
Can't. You'd be crushed by the pressure, and if it was alive, it'd be dead.
What?
The bottom of the Mariana Trench is 16,000 psi. You'd be crushed.
What's PSI?
Pounds per square inch.
And the other thing, what did you mean by that?
Well, love isn't tangible. You can't touch it.
Yeah, but people always seem to know when it hit them, like Mom was saying downstairs.
Well, did it leave a mark? When it hit them, did it bruise?
No. Therefore, it isn't tangible. Besides, no one can ever seem to realize when it's gone.
Hey, it isn't tangible. Just don't say tangible again. Why would it be dead, though?
Well, it was never real, so how could it be alive?
Besides, it's an ideal, and ideals are always temporary.
I think most poets would disagree.
No, poets reflect on ideals, they don't live them.
Yeah, that's kind of a bullshit
No,
point.
okay, so when people take the creatures from the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the ones that naturally live down there, not the carcasses that sunk to the bottom, the ones that live at that pressure, and they drag them up to the surface, they essentially, dissolve.
Unable to sustain their form, which was made at 16,000 psi. But to be fair, you would turn to goo too if you were put at that pressure.
You'd just be a rancid little pile of flesh for all the fish that are meant down there to nibble on.
Do you kind of see how that has nothing to do with anything I'm talking about?
Not true. You brought up the Mariana Trench. That's real and love isn't, so I don't see why we are wasting our time talking about something fake.
Well, people talk about Star Wars, that's fake too. And it could be considered, what did you say, an ideal? Keith in 7th period practically lives it.
Well, if that becomes an ideal, then there is no hope for humanity. And let's be clear, there is no hope for Keith. God, who am I kidding? There never was.
Girls! For goodness sake! Get down here!
The siren sings again.
Where are they?
Who?
Would it be so bad if we just stayed on the roof?
Come on. Besides, there are people that I need to meet.
The girls! I haven't seen them and I need them here so we can make the announcement.
Why do they have to be
We need to put forth a united front to... I'm sorry, who is that?
Why, that's,
Never mind, I don't want to know. Mary! Salem!
You don't want to know. What's that supposed...
Bill, not here. Oh, Mary! Where's your sister?
Weren't you looking for both of us?
Well, I am looking at you. Where's your sister?
How do you get here so fast?
Whatever do you mean? I've been here all evening.
Mary, I expect you to keep better track of your sister.
As if that's fair.
Mary, mind yourself. Salem, let me fix your hair. There, now I have a beautiful daughter.
Okay, Victoria, the whole family is here. Can we please get on with it?
Right, Salem, come here. Come here. Mary, go stand with your father. Well, give him some space. Come here. Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for indulging me. Well, I'd like to say thank you for your support. It is one of the great honors of my life to work at Salzback & Sons, and clearly my hard work and a bit of luck have earned me the position of partner. Now, obviously, you don't get to do these things without support. I'd like to thank my family, the fellow partners, and the staff that make everything we do possible. Okay, enough of me. Enjoy the festivities, and thanks again for coming.
Oh. Good speech, Dad.
Thanks, kiddo.
I thought you memorized your plan of attack.
I'm not that good.
Oh! Only 2 more dowdy professors to suck up to.
I'd say that's very good. They are alumni. They're the ones who decided.
Who gets the honor of going to Harvard, I've heard. But in all seriousness, I think you could get in without the added benefits of awkward small talk at your dad's party.
No one gets anywhere without connections unless they are remarkable.
I think you're remarkable.
Shut up. Thank you.
So, might I be your wing woman professionally, you know?
I don't think I have a choice. Mom will kill me if I leave you unsupervised.
Okay.
So, you think I covered all the bases?
Are you kidding? You did great. Very professional.
Thank you. You know, I couldn't be where I am today without you. I hope you know that over these past few months, you've become truly invaluable to me and to the firm.
I didn't know an intern could be invaluable.
Keep up the good work, and the firm will definitely find a place for you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I don't mean to butt in, but we haven't been introduced, and I like to have the bragging rights of saying that I know everybody.
So she does. Apparently that sort of thing is impressive in the stay-at-home mother circles, or so I'm told.
I'm Victoria, Bill's wife.
Oh, don't worry. I know, I'm Amira.
And what do you do?
I'm just an intern, so a little bit of everything.
She's being modest. She just passed her bar with flying colors.
Oh, is that so?
Lawyers are all a bunch of liars and pirates. At least all of my friends were. But they do retire well. Mary, I never saw you as someone who went for the money.
The ethics intrigue me more than the pay.
No, I'm not judging.
Then what were
Mary.
you doing?
I have nothing but respect for someone who has the gumption to admit that they want to be comfortable.
Oh, well, I'm not against that.
I got you. Aren't you going to inherit enough from your family? And once you get married, doesn't it all seem like just a bit too much? And you'll have all those student loans to pay back. And who knows if you'll ever even end up using your degree. That is, if you even stay in school long enough to get it. Your mother thinks that you'll end up just like she is. And you know, your mother was always the rock of the family. And between you and me, rocks don't have wings.
I have no intention of being a rock.
I can't help you, my dear. I'm sorry. I'm no longer on the admissions committee. I just can't be bothered with all the details and stuff. I'm retired now.
I understand.
Right.
So you're saying that you don't want to help my sister because you think she won't stick it out to the end. You know, Mary has accomplished everything she put her mind to. And you couldn't even stick out 3 wives, Dr. Henderson, so I don't really think you're the voice of reason here.
Oh my God, Dr.
I
Never in my life
am so sorry.
been
She
such a
didn't
way like this.
mean that. She's just a child. You're like the baby. Let's not let a little bit of childishness get in the way.
Well, long time no see. It's been too long, hasn't it? We haven't seen each other since I got Will here out of a nasty lawsuit. You mind if I borrow him?
Are you kidding? You can have him. Just keep him chained.
Have you not done enough damage?
Sorry.
Mary,
Yes.
love to catch up with you later on.
Really? I mean, yes. Yes.
You mad?
No, that was Richard Elmhurst.
Yeah, he works at Dad's last firm.
No, you don't understand. He practically runs the admissions
Hey,
committee.
hey. You don't know that. Look how right you were about the old doc there. Besides, he's not even on your list.
Yeah, because I didn't think that he'd come. Dad didn't leave his last firm on the best of terms, and I didn't think that he was invited.
Oh, please stop rubbing in my face the fact that you didn't have to write the invitation.
Shut up, I need to focus. The fact that your little outburst didn't blow things for me entirely is shocking.
Well, what's your plan for Dad's ex-work friend?
Richard.
Exactly,
Wait, he was at your 8th birthday party.
Exactly, so it was cruel of you to think he wouldn't be here with him being such an esteemed member of the family. You know, I find it kind of funny that Dad used to turn all our events into work events, and now you're turning his thing into a college event.
Mm-hmm. Revenge is...
Oh, Victoria, you have quite the daughter, quite the girl.
Why? What did she do?
Oh, you should have seen it.
I should have seen what?
Salem, she was the one in the aqua.
I think that was Salem. I'm sorry, I'm just terrible with names.
Well, no harm, no foul. Besides, if she was creating a scene, I'm sure it was Salem.
Well, there's one in every bunch, I guess.
What did she do?
Oh, God, it was brilliant. So, it really put Doc in his place. I have a bit of a confession to make. Listening in on your daughter, it was much more interesting than the old bores I was stuck with. I really understand why work friends stay work friends, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I wish I did.
Oh, never worked.
Oh, I did everything at home back when I was... Oh, never mind. So I guess I got lucky to meet Bill in school.
And you got great kids, really great.
Interesting enough to eavesdrop on. So what did Salem do?
Oh, it was nothing bad. Maybe we should go tell
Oh,
Bill.
couldn't you just tell me? I don't think he wants to be interrupted.
Oh, is he with Amira?
Yes, in fact, he is.
He made that girl the best intern this firm has ever had.
Forgive me, how did Bill make her?
Oh, well, she would have been good on her own, but he made her better. You know, in this industry, you really need somebody. She didn't have that. I mean, she was one of those applicants who's special, because unlike every other intern scurrying around here, she wasn't connected by blood to the high brass. Yeah, I mean, what'd she know? She told me she and her parents got here from some country in South America or something. Like I said, I'm terrible with names. But she is the only intern who's remotely useful, and Bill keeps her too busy to be of any use to the rest of us. But it's good. She's got somebody on top looking out for her, and she is smart enough to stick to him like that.
Oh, well, Bill would be very flattered to know you said that.
Oh, God, please don't tell him. I don't know how I'd get any respect around the office. They think I got a crush or something.
Excuse me?
I'm kidding.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry I missed it. I'm a bit out of the loop when it comes to corporate jargon, clearly.
Well, I'm just the secretary, so you're getting the lowest of the low from me.
Oh, no, dear. Compared to me, you're really something.
Oh, no, don't say that. Raising two girls takes a lot of effort.
Well, speaking of my girls, what did Salem do?
Oh, God, it was brilliant. So one of the old guys here, he's talking with your other one, and he starts really lacing into her and being really just, mean about her dreams and how she wants to apply for Harvard and how she won't have follow-through and all that other bullshit you're told. I mean, I don't know your kid, but let's just say if I was her age and at a party, I'd party. So I can respect that. Also, she made a list of all these...
Oh, for Christ's sake, that goddamn list! I'm sorry. Excuse me, I have to go. Mary Lee Wright! Get over here right now!
Coming, Mom.
Well, where is it?
Oh, where's what, Mom?
The list. And do you remember what I said?
That tonight was Dad's night, and I could take one night off of my obsession with getting to Harvard to celebrate him.
And did you?
I think we both know the answer.
Don't be smart with me. And did you?
So what about my birthdays? Every year we had a big corporate event at the house.
That is not the
So
same.
why couldn't I have been celebrated like everybody else? Everybody else got toys and
You
toys and cake.
ungrateful little bitch!
You know those things were never about Dad or his work. He couldn't care less. It was about you, trying to remain relevant, trying to show that you're the hostess, mother of the year. How shallow. Oh, to get all these stupid men to brag about you so your husband would hear what a great wife you are, to actually contribute. Oh, to live out the life you never got to because of me. Okay, look, just because you didn't do anything meaningful with your life does not mean I am gonna do the same.
Mary, why didn't you stop your sister from making a scene with Dr. Henderson? She was your response. I don't want to hear it! Mary! We are the rocks of this family. Do you hear me? I hope that someday you come to appreciate what that means and the amount of work it takes to keep this family tethered to the ground. Don't let Salem out of your sight. She never left.
So, what was that all about?
Yes.
So, I was right.
Yeah, you're always right, Salem. It doesn't make it right.
Oh, gee, thanks, Mother. Talk down to me more and you won't have to worry about getting in spitting distance of your contact. Not that it matters. You should be trying to get places based off your merits, not on your friends.
Do you have any idea how anyone does anything ever? Or do you just shove your so high morals and platitudes on anyone who will listen? Because you have no idea what you want to be, so you have to tell everyone else that they're doing it wrong.
I get it. You're right. I'm sorry.
No,
Can we go back to the roof?
Yeah, I have no reason to be here anymore. Mom found my list.
I never did
What?
have a reason to be here. I'm envious that you do.
Did.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Well, clearly you weren't looking hard enough. I was right here.
I was worried Salem lit someone on fire again. I know that wasn't her fault. What did she do this time?
Well, Salem will be Salem, but look.
Oh, Mary's list?
Yes, and
oh, there are a bunch of names crossed off.
yes, I am so mad.
What did I do?
Well, not you, Mary.
Hey, what did she do?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, what, now you're mad at me?
No, oh, I'm sorry. No, this is your night. It's just Mary and her list. We told her to leave it upstairs. She has plenty of other opportunities to go campaigning or whatever she's doing.
I think she's trying to schmooze the Harvard Admissions Committee. Smart girl. Don't know why it has to be Harvard, though.
Well, I don't know why she has to be just like me. I was always like her, trying to climb all the ladders to get out. Well, you know. She's setting herself up for disappointment. You can only climb so far.
You'd say you made it to a good spot, though, right?
Of course, honey.
Well, that's a relief. Oh, it's funny. We have one girl who we can't seem to keep down, and one who never seemed to get her footing.
It is funny if you think about it. God, I wish Mary was more like you. And Salem is delicate. We have to stop her from being crushed.
What's going to crush Salem? Besides, I thought we were talking about Mary.
Well, we are. It's just, well, Salem could be crushed by anything. I don't know, the world. She could sink to the bottom of the sea and turn to mush.
What's going to turn hypothetical Salem to mush?
If we put her in the wrong pressure.
And how would we do that?
I don't know. Just ignore me. I'm just being crazy. It's just that Mary was going on and on about this study they're doing at the Mariana Trench and how the explorers needed special submarines so that they wouldn't turn to goo. And I just saw this image of Salem down there in the deep darkness, slowly dissolving away, alone.
Hey, come on. Don't think like that. Look, there's no way Salem is getting down there. She hates boats.
But loves swimming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, remember how she used to always try to get to the bottom of the pool but couldn't because her ears would get those bubbles?
Bill!
And how Mary would just sit down there.
Bill, you go off on the strangest tangents. You're not hearing me. I'm worried about our little girl. Mary's the only one who gets her, and she's off chasing some career that'll probably never pan out.
Why won't it pan out?
Well, that's not the point. It's just she's all Salem has, and her head is in the wrong place.
Hang on. Salem has us, too.
But
And
Mary,
shouldn't we be proud that Mary wants to go out and carve a place for herself?
we never got what Mary got because she's so ungrateful.
What's gotten into you, Victoria?
I am so sick of settling for your everything will be okay platitudes. You have no idea what's going on. You never do.
Oh, God forgive me for being the breadwinner in this family. God knows you'll never let me forget it. Yes, I'm not here as much as you'd like. I had to go out and carve a place for myself somewhere. God knows you never did.
No, I had our eldest daughter.
It's nice of you to stick up for me back there. Thank you.
Well, it didn't exactly pan out great for you in the end. So I'm satisfied. I aim to please.
Oh, you are certainly not pleasing me with that attitude.
Do you hear yourself? You sound like an old woman.
That would imply at one point that I was young.
What kind of old woman do you want to be?
To tell you the truth, I can't see much past the age of 30.
That's because you're planning, not dreaming.
Is there a difference?
Sure. I dream all the time that I'm floating in space beyond where gravity can pull me down. And I'm wearing a red silk dress, and I can already hear you saying that I'd be blown apart by the vacuum.
Right.
But you're no fun.
I have other redeeming qualities.
Like what?
Like, I would not forget my spacesuit in space.
Come on, you make it hard to dream like this.
I don't dream, I plan.
Okay then, let's plan. I plan to have 10 million dolphins who I telepathically control to do my evil bidding.
How would that work? You hate boats.
Dolphins swim close to land.
Yeah, but you couldn't go as deep as they could. Your ears, they would do the thing.
Oh my God, what is with you tonight? Okay. Who would do your evil bidding?
I would do my own evil bidding.
Oh, smart. No loose ends. Dolphins are smart. Once they figure out I'm telepathically controlling them, they'd eat me alive.
We'll just swim to shore before they catch you.
Where was this Mary 5 seconds ago?
I had to save you from the dolphins, remember?
Oh, well, if you had just helped my telepathic controlling skills, then I wouldn't have been in that situation.
What can I say? I was a little late.
Well, I'm glad you didn't wait too long because then I'd be dolphin barbecue.
Most likely your remains would have sunk to the bottom for all the anglerfish to eat.
Oh, I wonder what I'd look like at that pressure.
What pieces of you would look like. What? You were eaten by dolphins, remember?
Oh, how can I forget the agony?
Yeah, well, good thing I saved you and you are back on dry land.
So, what are you thinking about right now?
2 words. Richard Elmhurst.
I know that Richard guy from somewhere.
Yeah, he was at your 8th birthday party.
He was?
Do you listen to anything I say, ever?
Oh, as a general policy, no. So, Richard, what about him?
He's the head of the admissions committee.
Well, I know that. I'm selective, not dumb.
So Richard, he's Dad's old boss's boss. He works in corporate law.
Disgusting.
Pays the bills.
Why don't you believe in anything like love?
Love is a construct. Besides, I would rather be something than believe in it. You know no one's ever going to live up to your standards.
You do.
Really? Wow. Thank you.
Now, you should go and let Mom's standards down.
And how would I do that?
Go downstairs and get yourself into Harvard.
No, you realize
No, you said it. Nobody gets anywhere without a plan.
I thought Richard was below you.
Oh, he is below us.
And you want me to interact with him.
Richard isn't so bad. Besides, it's not super wrong you're making a friend. It's not like you're asking him to accept you or anything.
No, I'm not.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, and I would know. I point out every injustice the world has to offer.
Yeah, I know, it's really annoying.
So, shall we venture down to where all those sea monsters roam?
If you'll join me.
Don't really have a choice. You'll get yelled at if I don't.
Well then, let's go.
Hey, intern! Drink with me.
Oh, okay.
Cheers. No, thank you. I needed an excuse. Cheers!
Forgive me. An excuse to do what?
Drink, of course. Right now I'm tipsy, but once I finish this, I'll be halfway to really drunk.
I hope I'm not talking out of turn, but that doesn't seem like very much fun.
It won't be tomorrow, but right now, it's the best thing that can happen.
Why?
Well, if you can keep a secret, intern, I'll tell you. Actually, I don't care if you keep it a secret. You can scream it from the roof for all I care. Oh, just come here. I hate these things.
Oh,
It's all so slimy and fake and tired, and I'm surprised you aren't being Bill's shadow. People say you got a crush.
I don't. That's unprofessional.
We're at a work party. We're walking the line of professional and personal. Isn't professionalism just a pretty context to throw around things we're too scared to say? Oh, we can't. It's not professional. That seems mighty unprofessional of her. You get it. Once you get real power, the word evaporates anyway.
I don't want to get a bad reputation. Those things do matter.
All that matters is that you're good at your job. The rest is water cooler gossip. Well, I guess that won't apply to you. Or me either. We're too low on the corporate food chain. Although, take it from me, the only rumors that matter are the ones that can be proven under oath. Or under investigation from HR, for that matter.
My family had to flee our country because of political rumors. Flippancy is the cause of death.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that here. Just play your cards right and you'll be partner in no time. Everybody talks about everybody here.
Yeah, they did back in Argentina too, but you know what I learned? Everybody listens.
Smart. Where'd you graduate from?
Berkeley?
Hey, me too. Yeah, I know, I'm just the secretary.
Why did you think I was thinking that? It's a hard job. My brother is a waiter. I think his work is harder than mine.
Well, he doesn't wear heels, so that helps.
What did you mean when you asked if I had a crush on Bill?
Well, you're kind of his shadow. I mean, it's easy to think.
I get it.
With... Come on, I don't think you're really sweet on him. Like I said, I was just kidding. You're too smart for that. You'd never let something as stupid as that stop your upward trajectory. You're just playing the game, and I don't blame you. You'll get a hell of a letter of recommendation.
Did anyone think I was just good at my job?
Do you want me to be honest?
Well, now that you put it that way, I know it's bad, so sure, I can be only let down. What does it matter?
Yes and no. You're good, but you're pretty, and pretty speaks for itself.
And is pretty now a prescribed thing that I have to manage?
Amira, we don't get power, we get pretty. Just be grateful you got loads of it.
You're drunk.
I'm trying to be.
You just implied that everything I got from being pretty?
I was pretty and dumb. No, that's not true. I was smart, just all caught up in the romance of justice, and now I'm a secretary. I mean, do you really think I shelled out all that money to go to Berkeley to type? No. I had a bill once too, and I blew it. Or I guess I didn't, and that's the problem.
You think I'm playing this game like it's a game, but it's not. It's my life.
Hey, wait, I think you're smart, and I think the reason that maybe you follow Bill around the office is because, in the beginning at least, everybody else was a jaded old bastard who didn't want to see you because Kenneth's cousin got denied a spot because of you.
It was?
Yeah, it was a big deal, and I had my job to look out for, so I couldn't, well, be friendly. And Bill was the only one with enough guts and power to admit you deserve it. I don't blame you for being wary of them. The others, I mean, but You should just ignore me because I'm old and passé and jaded, and I lost out. You're smart enough to learn from the best, and I never got to be that.
You're the best secretary I've worked with.
That'll mean something once you've worked with others for reference, but just ignore me. I'm drunk. Still not drunk enough, but drunk.
Oh, hey. I'm sorry, man. Hey, man.
No harm, no foul. I've actually been looking for you, the man of the hour.
Is that so?
Yeah, you're one of the big fish now. You better start acting like it. You got a whore yet?
Oh, what?
Just a little partner humor for you there.
Oh, not yet, but I'm working on it. Huh? Just kidding.
Who am I going to tell?
Knowing you.
Point taken, but I'm discreet in all the right ways.
Oh, yes, we've all heard the legends of your discretion.
Oh, I'm flattered.
What are you doing here? We haven't spoken since the merger.
I know, and I was hoping we could put all of that unpleasantness behind us.
You were hoping.
It wasn't personal.
It never is. That made the whole thing so disgusting. What's worse was that you were right.
I assume Victoria straightened you out.
Yeah, I'm clean, Richard.
Well, that's good. Let's toast, or can you even?
It was drugs, Richard, you know that.
Just refreshing my memory. If I couldn't drink, I'd kill myself.
Cheers to that.
At least the man can drink. And he's a partner, a true Renaissance man.
Fuck you.
God, I can just see Victoria straightening you out.
Richard.
Was she rough? I bet she was. I would have loved it.
There's a line.
Touchy. All I'm saying is you're a lucky man. One sniff of failure and Tiffany would have packed up shop.
I don't know about that. You know what? It's been nice, Richard, but I have to check on my kids.
Oh, don't worry. It's handled.
What's handled?
The kids.
What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do? I saved the party. That's what I did. And sometimes I wonder about you, Bill.
I misspoke. It's been a long night.
All tuckered out from being on top?
Oh, is that what this is?
Yes, the pain of greatness. But seriously, you should be thanking me. Your youngest is quite the handful.
What did Salem do?
She spoke honestly with the old doctor.
Ah, yeah. What's funny, men like him, we all have to work to enforce their reality. Oh, poor Salem. She's so naive.
Your eldest isn't.
No, she isn't.
From what I overheard, she wants to go to Harvard.
Well, she's made it her life's work. I told her to find backups, but the fact that she considers Yale a backup is alarming.
Well, she's right. It's vastly inferior. I'm on the admissions committee. I'll have a talk with her.
Don't! I mean, tonight she's supposed to take a break from all of that.
Oh, well, then tell me if I'm crazy. Why was she doing the very best pick me song and dance for the doctor that I've ever seen?
She was disobeying her mother.
Well, then there's something very special about her if she's brave enough to do that.
Yeah, well, I'll see if we can find some time for you to talk to her.
You're not a man of action, are you?
These days, I like to play things straight.
And look where it's gotten you. Or should I say where she has gotten you.
I'm very lucky to have Victoria, Richard. Don't try to turn that into something dark.
You are.
Good night, Richard. It was good of you to come. Did you know that Richard was going to be here?
Well, of course, I invited him.
Why the hell would you do that?
I thought it was important to show him that the past is in the past.
That is exactly the point. He has nothing to do with tonight. Nothing. Look, I know that you want to make a big show out of how you put me back together again. But why here? Why now? Why does it even matter?
I thought you would take some pleasure in showing him how well things turned out after everything.
How well? This whole firm, this whole job, this whole partnership is a fragment of what I could have been. A fragment!
Oh, so the world we built isn't good enough for you now, is it?
Is it for you?
Wait, are you all talking about Richard? Richard, like the Richard that got Dad fired?
Yes,
Richard?
Salem, why do you think I kept his name off my list?
But you said you didn't know he was on your list.
Well, I didn't want to dredge it up when who knows who could be listening.
It's good of you to be loyal like that, Mary.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, it's good of you to be loyal.
Shut up.
What are you talking about, Salem?
Mary was going to talk to Richard about getting into Harvard.
Do you have any idea how disrespectful to your father that is?
Yes. Yeah, almost as disrespectful as inviting him. I was just making the best of a bad situation, Victoria.
What did you just call me? I am your mother.
Yes, I know. I take after my mother, remember?
You shouldn't have dragged Salem into your games. Why can't you just watch her?
Is me wanting my own life disloyal?
Dreams are fine, but you can't get caught up in them and forget your responsibilities.
Wait, since when am I a responsibility?
Since I can't leave you alone for 15 minutes without you starting a fight.
Oh, well, forgive me for thinking that you enjoy my company.
Apologize to your sister.
I'm sorry, Salem.
Now that that's settled, let's just try to get through the evening.
Yes, let's.
You're not sorry.
Hey, stop. It's not like that. I like spending time with you. It's just,
Oh, why do you have to be at war with the world?
Because the world doesn't live up to my
Or
standards.
is it because you watched Dad OD?
Stop. I don't want to talk about that. I'm not kidding.
Okay,
No.
I didn't mean to.
No. It's fine. I'm fine. That's just not what this is about.
okay.
Why do you want to go to Harvard so bad?
because I want a future.
It's a numbers game.
Why are you going to Richard to get it? You're good enough on your own.
Do mom and dad ever tell you to pick a backup school? Do they tell you to manage your expectations? Do they tell you that
Everybody knows. I don't plan. I dream. There's no contradiction to fantasy. Nobody has to give you your future, Mary. You can take it for yourself.
Yeah, I can just take my way into Harvard. I can telepathically control the admissions committee's minds to just accept me.
You understand my point.
Stop dressing up platitudes as points.
There he is. The man of the hour.
What, Dad?
No.
He saw us.
Oh, what do we do?
I don't know. I think it would be rude to walk away now.
Oh, this makes things easy for you, doesn't it? The devil you know or the application essay you don't.
I know how to write an application essay.
Sure.
Or I can make a terrible impression and I could blow the whole thing.
That is an option.
Thanks for your reassurance.
Anytime. Dun. You are so much more fun when you're not sucking up to old men.
You know that this could change my life.
Oh, Dad could just buy your way into Harvard.
No, like, where's the ethics in that?
Where's the ethics in what is unethical about this? We're so
Mary! You've become quite the young woman, haven't you?
Thank you.
I hear you're doing very well in school.
Yes, I have a 4.6 GPA.
Wow, that is stellar. Very impressive. I bet you're very proud to have such an intelligent big sister.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Last I heard you were working for Greenpeace and running for school
Oh,
president.
actually, I won. And I still work with them.
How?
I also run the book club, and I'm on the swim team and the debate team. Last year we won the state championships. Oh, for the debate team, not the swim team. Or the debate team, not the swim team. We actually just made it there. We got second place with the whole swim team thing.
Aren't you a busy little bee? I understand you're interested in becoming a lawyer.
Yes.
Any thoughts on a specialty?
I'm currently very fascinated by criminal law. But environmental law is also, like, super intriguing.
Don't you love a challenge? To be honest, Mary, I'm a little bit hurt not to hear my specialty on your list.
Oh, well, corporate law is an excellent specialty. It is also on my list.
Wait. But I thought you said, oh, that's right. She added it. Mary only goes for the most ethical branches of law, which is why corporate law just inched its way on there. Jesus Christ, I'm rambling. Not to use the Lord's kid's name in vain or anything.
What I think Salem is trying to say is that I was very attracted to the corporate governance aspects of it. Yes, it would be really interesting to help shape a firm.
Yep, that's definitely what I was trying to say.
I'm pleasantly surprised, Mary. Most people just think we're money-grubbing sharks, but you've clearly done your research.
Oh, I try and give everybody a fair shake.
Thank you. Contrary to public opinion, I don't enjoy being looked upon as if I'm the devil.
I would.
What?
Enjoy it.
Oh, I think you are far too nice for such an epithet.
You know, Mary, I'm on the admissions committee at Harvard, and I think I can speak for all of us when I say we'd love to see your name on an application.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. It definitely will be. I'll be sure of it.
I'm going to bed. You don't have to babysit me anymore. Good night.
Oh, hey, is that not what you wanted me to do? I didn't really have a choice. He was here. He was invited. So I was like being a good host.
Yeah, I'm sure good hosts talk about their GPAs all the time.
Salem, how many things have I wanted ever?
It doesn't matter how much you want, only how much you're willing to lose to get it.
What? Salem, you and your platitudes. God damn it. Fine.
Hey,
Hey,
what's the matter?
idea.
I'd argue that isn't a setback, and I'm disappointed.
I don't think you're disappointed.
You're too kind.
Probably am.
What?
Nothing. You weren't just made partner. How's that disappointing?
I could have been partner, the best firm in the state, possibly the country.
Mr. Amira's firm?
Yeah, how did you...
Oh, I applied there. For my internship, I mean.
Well, they certainly missed out by rejecting you.
They didn't. Who said they rejected me?
Well, it's the best firm in the state. I assumed if you got in, you'd go.
They were mean. I mean, not mean, just indifferent. My supervisor was at least. I wanted to learn, not fetch coffee. I wanted to be treated like a person, to be respected. So I left for my second choice. You were called here too, but you weren't. And I was assigned to you, not them. You're not disappointing.
Thank you. You have no idea how much I needed to hear that.
Do you respect me?
What? Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
Why would you ever think I didn't?
I don't know, it was silly of me.
I think you're remarkable.
I think you're remarkable too. I'm very lucky to have had the chance to work with you.
You know something? Everybody here just thinks I'm screw up, held up by Victoria's will or something. I get it. I mean, she planned this, she plans everything.
What does any of this have to do with Victoria? She's a really nice...
What does any of this have to do with her? I made this, not her.
Okay.
Thank you, Amira. You're really something. You're gonna do great things.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, I have to go. Good night.
Good night, Amira.
Good night.
Why can't I just be wrong?
About what?
Power. Do you regret it? Living through him instead of living?
I have a lot of regrets.
Me too.
Wait!
I told you I have to go. Good night.
No, please, Amira, I'm sorry. Just listen, please.
They were all right about you.
What? No. I'm not. I didn't mean.
Look.
Anyone else.
Look. I don't know what game everyone thinks they're playing, but I'm just trying to leave. I thought you respected me.
I do.
You don't even know what that word means, do you? This is how things are going to go. I'm going to finish the remaining month of my internship, and you're going to write me a stellar letter of recommendation that's going to get me anywhere I want to go. We're both going to forget about this and be professional. And you're not going to punish me for not playing your game.
I was being professional, Amira. I was until I was.
Rumors tell a different story.
You shouldn't have to listen to them.
Unlike you, I don't get the luxury of ignorance. I am punished for your and my crimes. Good night.
I see you ditched your +1.
Oh, honestly, she ditched me, so.
That was some show you put on for me before.
Oh, God. Was I that obvious?
Well, I had the advantage of catching the matinee performance for the doctor. To be honest, I preferred the show you put on for me. You refined your act.
That is embarrassing. Oh, thank you for saving me from him, by the way.
Anytime. The old coot doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Nor did the young one.
Nor did she. If I'm being honest, I think I was more saving you from her than from him. Seriously, why do you keep her around all the time?
She's my sister. She can be a little uncouth, but everybody makes mistakes. Besides, she is like always drowning ever since, let's just say I got to keep her head above the water.
Who keeps your head above water?
I can swim.
Yes. I think you're very resilient.
Thank you.
You'd have to be. With the childhood you had?
Salem is the traumatized one. I am fine.
Come on. You can drop the act. I know I'm the wrong one to be saying this, but I do care about what your family went through with Bill.
I imagine you do care about the dent it made in your bottom line. But you had a company to look out for. I understand that it was not a matter of pride. It was a matter of pennies.
Well put.
Thank you. I used to stay up like late at night, like trying to figure out why it all went down the way that it did. Because they all said that you were the enemy, but I think the pride and the penny sums it up better. That's all it is in the end.
I'm surprised you see it that way. It's very mature. Far beyond most adults I know.
Oof, that is a grim thought. Besides, it was Dad's choice to OD. After you fired him, I mean.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, no, nobody does.
I suppose you kept it pretty quiet.
Oh yeah, all hush hush.
I'm sorry that happened. I'm truly sorry.
No, don't be. You gave Dad every chance to pull himself together that you could allow. Most people would have been fired the minute that they found the drugs.
Yeah, I guess I did. It's a dirty business. He was one of us, and you hate to hurt one of your own, but he just went off the deep end, even by my standards.
He doesn't want me to go to Harvard because of
That
you.
doesn't surprise me. He's so resentful. He doesn't even understand all of the sacrifices I made.
It must be hard to forgive him. You broke a bond, even if it was business.
Can you forgive him?
What do you think?
Well, what do you want, Mary?
What has been made abundantly clear to me tonight is that what I want does not matter. So why want at all?
There's no crime in wanting.
Isn't there? You heard the doctor.
The doctor. The doctor's old. His time of wanting is come and gone.
You'd have to exclude his wanting for a fourth wife.
I never said he was a saint.
No, nobody is.
But you still haven't told me what you want, Mary. Is this whole plan to get into Harvard just an ill-fated ploy to piss off your daddy?
In other words, you want to know if I'm in it for the right reasons.
I
thought we just established that there were no right reasons. That being said, I am in it for all the right, wrong ones. No, I'm in it because I love it. Because my idea of relaxation is reading the Harvard Law Review. But if I was just in it for the love of it, it wouldn't matter where I ended up. All that would matter would be that I was doing it, right? Yeah, I'm in it because I want to help people. As foolish as that sounds. But I guess I'm also in it because I want to be the best. Not only do I want to be the best, I want to go toe-to-toe with the best, and I want all of them to know it. Everybody keeps telling me that wanting greatness is wrong. Unless you're a great man, then it's just great. And yes, okay, I'm in it because I want to be comfortable. Because everyone can take an oath of poverty until they're freezing on the streets and looked down upon. Because it is wrong to want money until you're wanted out of sight. To quell the ever-present reality that we get where we are going by partaking in injustice.
Tell me, Mary, what injustices have I been partaking in?
You can pretend that firing my father wasn't the final push that sent you careening into becoming a partner, making a show of responsibility, that you're willing to do what it takes to protect the company, even at the cost of a friend. But why bother? Because even if you regret it, you came out on top. And winners don't grieve, no. No, you planned to rise. You don't have to waste your thoughts on whether it was ethical how you got there. Because no one ever tells you that it's wrong. No one ever tells you that you shouldn't have gotten into Harvard because your uncle is on the committee. What? Yeah, I do my research. And it doesn't keep you up at night because no one ever told you no. Because we were all just swimming through the dark waters of the sea, hoping for something to pull us a little closer to the light before we are crushed into nothingness by the PSI. You get to want, and I don't. But I do, and that is the problem. So yes, I want this.
And you're willing to give anything for it.
Hope I didn't offend you.
It's not wrong to dream.
I don't dream. I plan.
I'm sorry, Mary. You're right. I'm an idiot. You see, I just want things to be right. The truth is, I have no idea how to make them that way.
Even better. And with you, there's no harm in going for it because if I were a betting man, and I am, you'd get it.
And after I saw Dad, no, I can say it. I'm not going to be a responsibility. After I saw our father OD. There, you happy, Mary?
I mean, how? I have no connections. My father made an enemy of the most powerful man on the committee.
We're not enemies, are we?
So I put everyone on pedestals and then I watch them fall. And it kills me. Because I just want there to be some good in the world. You're right, Mary, my ethics. It's all just platitudes. You see, I just want there to be a right and wrong and love. And I was way too harsh. Because it's wrong you don't get a future because of me. And I think you deserve one.
No.
I'd even go so far as to say we're friends.
Oh, would you?
Yes. I'm going to be honest here.
Okay.
There are very few things I love more than brilliant women.
Ah, are there?
Yes. Beautiful women. And between you and me, you're the best of both worlds.
You're super smart and pretty. Although I don't think it matters to you. It's just that Mom never tells you you are. Of course you think you can't make it. No one ever told you you were good enough. Mary, I'm telling you. And well, if you think you need Richard, that's fine. Dad should be able to set aside his stupid little feud to watch you shine. The truth is, I have no idea what it takes to get what you want.
Well, that is certainly interesting.
It is. I ask you again, Mary, what do you dream of?
No, I don't dream. I plan. That's what everybody says.
I don't plan, I dream. And I'm sorry that my clearly bullshit subjective ethics.
They also say that you'll fail. Do you believe them?
Besides, Dad wasn't even in the right. He was wrong and he did wrong too. Why? Can I forgive that, but not you just talking to Richard? Because that's all you're doing. Talking. That's what I'm going to tell Mary. Yes!
No. Mom. Hi, it's good to see you.
Forgive me, dear. The guests will be arriving any second.
Shouldn't you be getting dressed? Isn't this the kind of stuff that Dad pays people to do?
Well, they don't do it right.
Isn't that nice? Salem,
Mary.
nice to see you too.
Try this.
Oh,
Please.
you'd be better off hiring someone.
Oh, just give it
Hey,
here.
I was kidding. I'll be fine. Just go. Get dressed.
You're always a charmer, Mary.
What are you doing home?
I OD'd. Don't tell me you're surprised.
Why would I be? I'm not Mom.
Mom believes in something, unlike you. All you believe in is...
Ah, yes, I know. I worship at the altar of capitalism. Oh, God, what did you say last time? Oh, if you rounded up all the monsters in the sea, you would meet something as monstrous as me. Very poetic, Salem. You should write prose.
You're the one who remembered.
It was creative. It was nice to see that the drugs haven't addled your extensive wit.
How nice of you to care.
I always care. You just don't care that I do. So, what should we do this time? Clearly, rehab did not work.
What? You can't spare a few pennies for your charity case of a sister?
Well, when those pennies go straight to your dealer, I would argue that's a waste. The question is, what are you doing home?
I just wanted some quality family time.
Yes, I'm aware of the routine. We bail you out, get you clean and sober, and then you disappear to whatever career path led you straight to where you left off. So, what gives, sister?
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Why is that?
Because I was kicked out 3 weeks ago.
Christ wept. I know better than to ask why, so what do you need?
Mom and Dad are taking care of it.
Bullshit.
Oh, she can swear.
They're just happy to have their daughter home. You think they're actually gonna do anything to actually help?
Well, what have you been working on at your firm?
You don't care.
Oh, tell Richard hi for me.
What? Sam, I have not seen Richard in years. You are really starting to worry me.
Oh, now you're worried.
I am always worried.
Because it kind of feels a little ironic if you think about it, I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean, Salem. Why don't you explain it to me?
Just ignore me, I'm high.
That is not funny, okay? If you were actually high in our parents' house, I will do what you have not had the courage to do all of those years. And God knows it's not for a lack of you trying.
Anyways, why'd you break your promise this time?
Because I didn't get a call this time, Salem. You always call. What happened?
That's right. I did. You just didn't pick up.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, having 2 full-time jobs.
Why didn't you pick up? You always pick up.
I was distracted, okay? It won't happen again.
Oh, I'd like to think I won't OD again.
Yeah, I'd like to think that too, Salem.
Yeah, it's a pity. Now, Mom and Dad know what a shipwreck I really am.
Excuse me?
You take care of it. I'll hush-hush. Sweep it under the rug. As the prodigal daughter, you do have a reputation to maintain.
Are you implying? And in case you weren't present for our entire childhood, I'm not, okay? I have nothing to lose.
Oh, being a hotshot lawyer isn't nothing.
Oh, yeah, excuse me for making my life work.
I can't, that's the problem.
I don't even know what that means, Salem, and I'm not in the mood to play your high-minded games.
Well, maybe I'm not the only one who's addled. You know, I'm not a complete addict. I do have this under control.
Excuse me?
I mean, it just looks bad, but that's because I got a bad batch. That just happens sometimes. Sometimes shit just happens, and I don't know. Also, I didn't call you because your apartment is just horrible. You know that? Like, I've never seen a more soulless, disgusting building. I've seen airports with more personality than that apartment. I just spent the past 3 weeks in a shanty town, and it was more homey. I wonder about you. I mean, both of us, we're sick. We're not normal nor good, but you... I remember when I first OD'd, you just sat by my bed the entire time holding my hand. Now I'm not even sure if you'll be there to pick me up.
Okay, look, we both know that you called and that I did not answer. I am sorry. But since when did you start thinking that normal was good?
I really do hate you.
Oh, yeah, you've said that to me more times than I can count it, has lost all meaning. You hate me, I know. And as for the apartment, it's a rental, okay? You don't make a home in a rental.
Oh, and if you're married, you don't make a home anywhere.
If you're Salem, you get kicked out before you get the chance.
Oh, well, so we're both homeless if you think about it.
I think the person who spent the past 3 weeks in a shanty town is a little more homeless than me.
You can think that all you like. I don't hate you.
You said it, so you meant it. Don't be pathetic and try to unsay it. Now that you feel bad.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Don't lie.
What the fuck? God damn it! You make me crazy, you and your bullshit!
I only implied that it would be better if you just owned your words.
Own my words. You're telling me to own my words? What are you, our mother? Oh, I really do hate you, Mary. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I fucking hate you. There. You happy now? Have a nice party.
Honest,
Mary.
Hey, no. Hey, wait. Do you have any, on you?
No.
Honestly.
You want to pat me down, officer? Check for illicit substances?
Look, we both know that if you want to use, I cannot stop you. Just not here. Just try, okay? Oh my God, just try.
Rough day at work.
So, you excited for all of it to be over?
Say the truth, Mary, I'm not sure.
We'll try to be.
Okay, I will.
I'm sorry, it's just, oh my God, it's Salem. I thought you'd be excited to finally leave these dark waters and step out onto dry land.
What?
So I've clearly been spending too much time around Salem and her hyperbole.
So, how is Richard?
You are the second person to ask tonight.
Yeah, I know.
So you heard all of that?
How is he?
I haven't seen him since I turned down the internship.
Ah, well, you made the right choice.
Yeah, I did.
Absolutely. So, you're the best in the biz, huh? How's that feel?
Well, it's not really something you feel.
Hmm.
It's something you know. You know what I mean?
I'm afraid I don't.
Oh, don't play the fool. I'm sure you do.
Speaking of which.
Yes, go. Time to greet your guests.
Yeah, don't you mean moms?
Oh God, I'm the first one here, aren't I?
Can I get you anything?
Like a wet bar.
I knew I was never going to live that down. I'll start with the water, sweetie. I'm still trying to outlive my reputation.
I was just kidding,
God.
Susan.
God, so was I. I never knew someone to lose their sense of humor with retirement.
Ugh.
Teeth, yes. Hair, yes. But humor? No. What can I say, Bill? You're not a dude.
Here is your water, Susan.
Thank you. I was just kidding. I don't know what to do with this.
Oh, a bit of sage wisdom that was passed down to me. You drink it.
Legend has it that kind of win had all the interns hanging from his lips.
Oh, I do not doubt that.
Bill, my favorite employer. How are you? Actually, there's someone I'd like to introduce you to. This is my fiancé, Amira.
Amira.
Well,
Pleasure to see you.
yes, it's good to see you again, too.
Oh, you two have met.
Yeah, he was my supervisor at my internship.
Oh, that's right. I always feel sad that we miss seeing each other then. Weren't we only a few months apart?
So, the rumors are true. Both of you were Bill's interns, and now you are engaged. Whoa! Congratulations, by the way.
It does seem to have a funny way of working, doesn't it?
Oh, sorry, forgive me, Amira. All this feels very deja vu.
She was at the party when I was made partner.
Huh. Well, lovely to see you again. And you too, Nolan. Although I did just see you on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Good times, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, what was?
Mary won the pharma case. It was very impressive. No one thought she could do it, but she's married, so, well, she made it happen.
Oh, did she sleep with the opposition?
Salem.
Hi, I'm Salem, the other sister.
We've met.
We have?
I'm Amira.
I'm Nolan, Amira's fiancé.
Okay.
Bill, why's the door closed? We haven't let the rest of the guests know we are open for
Would
business.
it be the opposite of business or something since Dad's retired?
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Oh, that's good to hear. I've been told I'm losing my wits.
Wits and mouthiness are two very different things.
Cheers to that. Sorry, I don't remember you. I'm like that with everybody, so don't take it personal.
Salem, okay?
That gossip at work is inconclusive. We always think she's clean, then Mary takes a Tuesday off.
Oh, is she the one you always think is on drugs?
Yes! Poor Mary. I don't know how she does it. She's like a rock.
I remember when that girl used to be something. The last time I saw Salem, she got into a fight at a party like this. It's kind of funny. Amira, do you remember?
No, not really.
This was back when Mary was first trying to get into Harvard, and she made the ill-fated decision to talk to this old doctor. He was a nightmare and giving her a hard time about the fact that she wanted to go to Harvard in the first place.
May I ask, why didn't he want her to go? I mean, if I were in his shoes, I would have been honored if she asked me.
I think it boils down to the fact that he felt ambition was a burden he didn't want her, or really any woman, to carry.
Sounds like a prick.
Believe me, he was. Did you have a talk with him at the party?
No, I don't really remember that night all too well.
Oh, that's right. I think you spent most of the evening with Bill. I mean, you and I had a pretty good tattoo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Bill, long time no see. I was beginning to think you didn't like me.
I could never. Or at least that's what everyone keeps telling me.
He's just playing. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, it's always an honor to see you, Victoria.
Oh, likewise, that's for sure.
Now, how is Mary? It's been a while since.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. She's with her sister right now.
Oh, how is the sister?
Thank you so much for asking. Salem is doing quite well.
Oh, nice. Those drugs are hard to kick. Or so I'm told with Bill.
Salem is a resilient girl.
She seems that way. To have been crushed so many times and have to put herself back together. Makes you think of Mary. How she never faltered through all those years. Very impressive.
Yes, we have 2 impressive girls. Salem's even taking community college classes. I'm so proud.
I imagine you are. Mary actually just won a very high-profile case. Could be seminal, if you want my opinion.
Mary was always going to make her future work on her own.
Was she?
Oh yeah, well she takes after Victoria after all.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, thank you, honey.
You could have done great things, right, Victoria?
I'd argue she did. Holding a family together is hard work, right, Victoria? But you emerged victorious at the end. You have a great daughter.
Well, having a family is not for the faint of heart. And I have 2 great daughters.
You must be proud.
We are.
You should be. You should be proud of your accomplishments.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go check on them. The girls, I mean.
2 great girls. 2.
What are you implying?
Oh, nothing. It's just a miracle that Mary wasn't crushed by the pressure.
She had you at Harvard.
And thank God she did. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna go make myself a drink.
Always a pleasure.
Cheers to that, Bill.
Salem said that.
She never could be a diplomat.
What did she end up becoming?
Between you and me, a disaster.
Well, there's a certain nobility in it, you know? To sacrifice yourself for the greater good.
But the one who really took the fall was her sister. And Salem's outburst, no matter how funny or true, ruined her sister's chances of ever getting a letter of recommendation from that man.
But would you want a letter of recommendation from that kind of man?
You tell me.
I certainly wouldn't.
I wish I knew
I wish you knew what?
if I was blind or just diplomatic what I chose to see.
Ah, well, that doesn't clarify anything, but you were always smarter than me, Amira.
I don't know about that, Bill. I would have seen it coming if I was.
What?
Sorry, I'm just indulging in whimsy.
I never knew you to be given to outbursts of whimsy.
You only knew me for 6 months.
Leave it to a bunch of lawyers to turn a funny story into an esoteric debate.
Maybe that's the whimsical part.
maybe struck a chord for me about doing what's right, if that even matters.
Well, what goes around comes around.
Don't tell the men in high towers. They may start watching their backs.
What if someone did something wrong through someone else's hand? Like when you're involved in a crime but you didn't mean to be? Like, you're in a bank. Robbers come in and they give you an option. You either guard the door and leave, or you die and call for help. What do you do?
That's a no-brainer. You have to call for help.
Would it even matter? They shoot you before you even got the chance to say anything.
Yeah, I just lived.
Yeah, but what about all the people inside? Aren't they innocent?
They went into a bank. Robberies happen.
I doubt that's the point Amira's making.
You tried to do the right thing to make up for the pain you could have prevented. You make it okay because you lived.
It's better than being dead.
Can I borrow you a minute?
You put a lot of effort into that girl's recommendation letter, didn't you?
What does that have to do with anything?
You know better than me. Let's just leave it at that.
Yes, let's. Oh, it's turning out to be a hell of a night.
That's why you don't mix work and fun, Bill.
I'm just glad to be out.
No, you aren't. But when you're caught doing a line of cocaine in the courtroom bathroom, you either resign quietly or face the consequences.
How the hell do
I
you...
know everything. I'm an omniscient institution delivering copies.
I'm gonna miss you.
I know. What's worse is, I'll miss you too. Did you tell Victoria why you're leaving?
No, she just thinks I'm burnt out. Truth would kill her, kill us. I mean,
Take it from me, you can't kill what's already dead.
is it that obvious?
I've known you for 13 years, it's pretty obvious to me.
You were always so good at getting to the bottom of things, Susan. You would have made a great lawyer.
I was a great lawyer.
I always wondered why you were so good at talking shop. Ah, you must think I'm a real bastard for not asking.
I just think you're a bastard, Bill, not a real one.
So, will you ever take up the pen of justice again?
God, who are you quoting?
It's my old professor, you know.
How much tweed did he wear? When I was at Berkeley, you could always distinguish the tenured professors based upon the amount of tweed they taught.
Wait, you went to Berkeley. Ah, so you're really the real deal.
I was.
How did I not know this? Why'd you quit?
I liked your other questions better.
Okay, keep your secrets, but will you ever practice again?
When the guy who ruins my reputation dies, yes. But I'll be irrelevant, so no.
Why would anyone want to ruin
Politics, it's always
your...
politics.
Yeah, but what kind of politics?
It's because I refuse to fuck him, Bill. Okay? Does that answer your question?
Right. You would have made a great lawyer. They owe you.
Nothing is owed to anybody unless it's contractually binding. So, what are you going to do about your retirement?
I don't know. Maybe I'll fish.
You just spent the past 40 years surrounded by fishes.
Now I get to cook them.
That sounds nice. Maybe I'll join you.
Oh, so are you leaving now too?
I put in my notice 2 weeks ago.
What? Why didn't you say anything? I would have put something together for you.
Nobody cares when the secretary leaves.
Oh.
Besides, I hate work parties, don't you?
I care. Yeah, this isn't exactly my idea of fun. So, what are you gonna do when this game is over?
Marry rich.
Ooh, who's the lucky guy?
There isn't one. I'm manifesting.
Well. If all else fails, you can always come fishing with me.
I like that. We can cook our enemies together.
I actually don't know how to cook fish.
We'll learn.
What was that? Was what? Don't look me in the eyes and pretend you don't know exactly what I'm talking about.
What were you talking about?
Look, okay, I get it. You were absolutely miserable, and you just want everyone else around you to be as miserable as you. But why here, huh? Why now?
You're a hypocrite, Mary.
Duh.
I'm just exposing the
Yes, I'm
hypocrisy.
always. You don't know. No. You're being self-indulgent. And while we're talking about hypocrisy, let's talk about the fact that you're precious for cocaine, funds, human trafficking.
Oh, you are just as bad.
How?
Drove me to this.
Yes, I am well aware that everything that has happened to you in your life is everyone else's fault but your own. Go on.
Do you think you would have reached the level of success you have if it hadn't been for Harvard?
Oh, well, we won't now, will we?
No, but at least we know how you got in.
Interesting fact, Salem, this may just blow your minds, but you actually have to apply to a real college to be accepted. Unlike community college, you don't just pick a seat and they open the doors for you.
Then explain Richard.
But you're telling me that all of this is because of Richard?
No, it's because of you. I saw you two, you know.
What, Salem? You're not 12. You saw me kiss him?
You kissed him back.
Yes, I did.
You don't even deny it.
When you're guilty, you plead guilty. So let me get this completely straight in my head. The past 10 years of hell that you have given me are... Because you saw me kiss Richard?
You didn't earn any of it.
Oh!
Nothing. Not your degree, not your firm, and certainly not any of those bonuses
yeah.
along the way.
Is that what your ethics are telling
That's
you?
just my ethics, everybody.
Okay, so you saw me kiss Richard and what? I'm suddenly like irredeemable in your eyes? And it didn't occur to you that if I didn't kiss him, he would have made it his life's work to make sure that I never had a career? He destroyed Dad, ruined him essentially, and Dad was respected. What would he have done to me if I had refused? He probably wasn't going to let me into school based on my last name alone, but if I had insulted him, because all these men care about is pride and power and competition and what can be used against. I did not join him. I was dragged under. But I thought you were smart.
Oh, and I thought you were good. So we're both disappointed.
Yeah, okay, I may not be good in your eyes, but the trials I have won prove otherwise. I have helped countless people.
Is that what you say so you can sleep
Would
at
you want me
night?
to sacrifice my future? Oh yeah, is that it?
If you're doing the right thing, it should
And then
be
Richard
easy.
would have gone on to kiss another girl and grant her the life that I could have had? No. No thanks. And then my sacrifice would have made a difference anyways.
How do you know if you even deserve the life you have?
I don't. Is that what you wanted me to say? All I know is that when I sleep at night, I still feel his lips on mine, and I would feel that way whether I slept in a penthouse or on the street. What?
I didn't think of that.
Oh, yeah, I bet you didn't.
I'm going to go downstairs.
Oh, what? Suddenly less fun to pay me as one of your little sea monsters?
I see you lost your +1. So I've been giving it some thought. Success, that feeling that you don't feel that you were telling me about earlier. Maybe that's the reason you always went to Richard for all your advice.
Dad, I don't pity you. Oh my God, what are we even celebrating? Like a tribute to your vast mediocrity? Congratulations, Bill. You did the bare minimum, and now we will all exalt you and bow down at the altar of your greatness while you get to pretend that you've accomplished something noteworthy. Oh my God, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Just ignore me. I've been listening to Salem. It must be nice to be celebrated.
Not when it feels like a funeral.
Is that not what retirement is?
Mary, you have to have more than work to live for, more to keep you going for.
So Mom asked you to ask me if I'm dating anyone. I'm not.
Right.
And I have 2 jobs.
Why didn't you tell us about Salem? We could have handled it.
Could you? Is that why you're leaving another job that you can't talk about? Mom just wants to believe in Salem is just Salem, but I would prefer not to bury a father and a sister.
A parent's death is inevitable.
Stop! No, hey, stop! Okay, I don't want to know why you blew our lives apart years ago, and I don't want to know whatever you're gonna blow now.
It's not even the right term.
Do you think that I care? You threw us in the sea when I was 12. I stopped caring years ago. I don't want to know how it's all my fault. No, never mind.
No, I know you don't. You don't care that you went to Richard for all your advice, even though you knew he was the one who introduced me to the drugs that you hate me for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he just held your head to the table and forced you to snort it until you lost your job. Oh, and how would I know that?
I don't know, try holding a family together.
I am. Mom is. You don't see us tweeting out.
Your mother never had
The what?
the pressure.
Uh-oh. It is never gonna be your fault, is it? None of it. Not the fact that Salem had to watch you overdose.
That was an accident! Is that why you always went to Richard? Because you're trying to punish me for...
Do you have any recollection of what happened when I tried to apply to school? Or are you addled too?
Addled? What does addled...
Befuddled, bewildered, rattled, broken.
Now you're quoting the thesaurus.
Okay, it was a stupid summer project, so I wrote an essay and I memorized each synonym for a debate. So no matter what happened, I would know what to say.
You're always the lawyer, Mary.
You didn't even think that I would get in. Nobody did. No, I thought I was the worst thing to walk onto that campus only to graduate summa cum laude. It is ironic. I wish that I knew.
You know what?
How good I was. I wouldn't have. Well, you can't rewrite the past now, can you?
I think you're good enough.
Nope, that is like placing a bet after the race is won. Besides, I couldn't go because of you and Richard's stupid little feud, one that I don't even think he's participating in, by the way. Oh God, you really don't remember.
I asked you for help, but it was Harvard. And Harvard belonged to Richard in your eyes.
Would you have gone somewhere else if I had asked?
What, sacrifice my dreams for your pride? No. No thanks. I see how happy Mom is.
Mary, you ungrateful little what?
Huh? What have you ever given me? You dumped us in the sea, remember?
I'm sorry.
What? Why?
It isn't a tactic, Mary. We both know I'd never beat you in an argument. Did we even celebrate you getting in to Harvard?
My sister OD'd. What do you think?
Right. Look, this could be your night. You just won a seminal case for you, right?
I don't even know what it's about. Besides, I would rather not be the subject of sympathy to alleviate your guilt, so.
Ooh, wait, Mary, you're right. I could never be you. You were thrown to the sharks far too young.
I get it. You and everybody else in this family think I'm just another one of the monsters at the bottom of the sea.
Mary, I know that I wasn't the father I could have been. Hell, I wasn't the man I could have been. And your mother, she did nothing wrong, but she also never did anything right. Her job was me, and I guess I thought that should be your job too. But all of that is besides the point. Mary, you did everything right. And I'm proud of you. You're the best of us, Mary. You are.
I gotta go check on Salem.
Now, do you want to talk about your robbery metaphor?
Can anyone hear us?
You always ask that. No one's going to come for you.
The point is, you never know who's listening. You know what happened to my parents.
Yes, I know. You've told me. But do you really care what anyone here thinks of you?
You're in a bank. The bank is robbed. You either guard the door or die. What do you do?
It's a good question. I'm sorry Bill didn't get it. Is that what's bothering you?
I guarded the door.
So you're telling me that it happened. Well, not that, but the premise. You're like this. Why are we playing games?
It's not a game. I'm trying to tell you something.
What's wrong?
I don't play games. I don't tell lies. This isn't me.
Is this all about Bill?
He kissed me. On the lips. I asked if he respected me and he kissed me. He kissed me. And I told him I was leaving, but he had to write me the best recommendation letter of his career, and he did. And I got a job in a job at Abanos, and you met me, and was it wrong? It was blackmail. I never thought it was, but maybe it was. I always...
What? No. No. It was his penance.
But I...
Amira, look at me. You did nothing wrong.
But I was pretty. I listened to him. I laughed at his jokes. I stuck to him like glue. He was...
Yeah, so did I. You cared about your job. Is that a crime?
I cared about him.
Me too, Amira. Why else would I show up to his retirement party? I clearly cared a lot. He didn't try to kiss me.
You should have seen. He was so bright. I thought he respected me.
I was starstruck by him too, Amira. And let me be clear. He owed you that recommendation letter. And so
You
much
really
more.
think so? I was wondering.
You really never told anyone?
No. Who could I tell?
Me.
I didn't want to ruin me or Bill in your eyes. He was your mentor. You loved him.
I love him, but I love you more. And if you truly don't think that I would throw him to the sharks in a heartbeat for you because of what he did, well, I must have misrepresented the kind of man I am.
The sharks wouldn't care.
You're probably right. But seriously, I'm sorry I failed you.
You didn't fail me. Not at all. I think you're the only one who sees that I didn't want it. I didn't, but I made everyone think I
You
did.
didn't make them think anything.
Didn't I?
What? Because you were an exceptional employee who happens to be beautiful and expected to be respected?
did expect that. I was so nice.
I don't think so. Hey, do you want to leave?
Yes. I wanted to since I got here. Do you?
Of course I do. Promise me this. Next time, just tell me ahead of time.
You mean you don't want to get all dressed up for nothing?
No, because that is exactly what Bill is. Nothing. Not to you, I mean. Sorry, I'm not trying to minimize what happened. I'm just saying this is a celebration of nothing.
Certainly is.
Well, a something like you doesn't belong here.
Nor do you, my something.
Shall we?
You!
Hey, I've been looking for your sister all night. Could you be a dear and fetch her for me?
I am not a deer.
Mm.
I know that self-improvement starts with the self. I'm just saying that self-indulgence starts with the self too.
I just thought I was charming.
You have all the charm of swimming with a great white.
It's rather cruel.
Hey, I once called you the devil. I just want you to know that I meant it.
I'm only Christian twice a year.
Hey, why do you want to see my sister so bad?
Lawyer stuff. You wouldn't understand. Excuse me.
Since you won't give me a shot, I'd have to guess somebody stuck his tongue down someone's throat and didn't think there was a witness.
How do you... You can't prove anything, you fucking drug addict. I could sue you out of existence.
Feeling lucky? Go ahead, Mr. Lawyer. Depose me in your big lawsuit. Let's see what happens to you and your family once I open my mouth. Stay away from my sister and get the fuck out of this house.
We have two great girls.
I did try.
I know.
How do you like your party?
Mary won a seminal case this week.
Richard mentioned it to me.
It's a big deal.
Okay.
Maybe we should throw her a party.
Not after all this Salem business.
She might have been right to keep it from us.
Salem is my baby.
So is Mary.
What has overcome you? First I hear you shouting, now you're talking about parties. I don't understand you.
I don't understand me either. How has your night been?
I have no idea. Bill, what are we gonna do after all this?
Going fishing.
I hate fishing.
You were supposed to check on me.
If you really wanted to die, you'd be dead.
Then how come so many people just suffer through living? Hey, I was looking for you.
Since when do you actually want my help?
I want it.
But you want someone who's worse than you know, to have clarity.
You are starting to sound like me.
Prolonged exposure.
What were you doing that night, anyway?
When I didn't pick up the phone, you mean? I was with someone.
Oh, where are they now?
I already have 2 full-time jobs.
Ouch. Besides, you don't even believe in love. How would you explain that to them? Dear so-and-so, love is a fallacy.
I wouldn't. So do you still believe that about love? From your view, a soulless cynic like me can't have beliefs.
Indulge me.
Dad said that he was proud of me. He said that I was the best of us.
So you mentioned that for some reason. Why does it matter?
It doesn't. It's just a fallacy.
You did good things.
Every victory of mine, every win is tainted by the taste that, I don't even deserve to be here at all.
I still believe you could have made it without Richard and Harvard.
I didn't.
I know. My belief in you didn't mean anything to you.
I thought it was just pretty words.
It wasn't. I think you know me well enough to know that none of my words are pretty.
Touché.
I don't think you're a sea monster.
I don't really care to think what you think I am. I was made by the pressure of a moment, that is all.
You seemed certain of your innocence earlier.
Back then, I wasn't even sure that I was capable of doing something that mattered. I wanted to be, but I didn't know. You know when you throw a stone in the sea and you watch the waves like ripple out as it sinks to the bottom? I didn't even think that I would make a splash.
And I never thought I would be one of your ripples.
What?
Never mind, I am addled.
Well, if we are to follow your metaphor, you were just watching me, saying.
Rocks don't have wings. You certainly proved Mr. Henderson wrong.
When did he say that? Oh, he's a doctor, not a mister, but I am glad to see your memory still works.
You're also wrong. He's dead.
What? No! Oh, when did that happen?
I don't know.
Oh, your knowledge is very selective.
Do you remember when you were being insufferable about the Mariana Trench?
Which time?
Oh, good. So you freely admit how annoying that was.
I will not dignify that with a response.
Okay. All the monsters that live down there on the Mariana Trench, they were made at that, pressure.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know anything else. They were made to live in the gloom of the ocean, and well, that's special. Not everybody can do that. Actually, most life on Earth can't, and when people take them out of the pressure in which they were made, they just disintegrate. So how could most everybody else understand them? That's what I'm getting at.
They're not monsters at all. They're animals who adapted to their environment.
Exactly. I shouldn't have said monsters at all.
Most of the Earth's creatures would turn to goo if they ventured down to 16,000 psi.
Makes conversation pretty hard, doesn't it?
One could say that.
But maybe we're doomed if we stop trying.
When did we stop trying to be sisters?
I don't know.
When did we become creatures of different worlds?
We were never the same.
No, but that didn't used to bother me.
Me neither.
Maybe we always were creatures of different worlds.
Yeah, maybe we were.
Does it matter?
I don't want it to. Not anymore.
No, me either.
Maybe we can just stay here for a bit. What do you say, sea monster?
Yeah, I'd like that.